You'll soon be able to start buying booze earlier, before government announced plans on Thursday to allow beer stores, LCBOs, and grocery stores to start selling alcohol at 9 a.m. But bars and restaurants, they can't start serving alcohol until 11 o'clock in the morning. And sure, not everyone needs a drink at 9 a.m. Thanks, Kat. But should establishments have the option to open at 9 if they want to? The owner of the Imperial Pub says absolutely.
I think they should be allowed to. And I think that part of the reason is some places are bars where there's people coming off night shifts. Why are we discriminating against people who work overnight? Other bars might be in places where, for one reason or another, they'd rather, not be open until late at night and early.
It's not necessarily that I have a problem with alcohol that I would want it at 9 in the morning. There's different situations.
That's right. That's my point.
The head of Restaurants Canada says he too would be open to the idea of a 9 a.m. start time, especially when it comes to Caesars and mimosas on the weekend.
Definitely, if there's an opportunity to extend our hours to earlier in the day, that might be something we'd investigate.
So, will the City of Toronto change the law to sync up with the LCBO and allow a 9 a.m. first call? Councillor Michael Thompson sits on the committee that would make that decision.
We're finding more and more people are coming forward requesting that we look at the hours of operation, the hours of when alcohol is sold. And so I think there's an interest, and when there's an interest, clearly we want to look at it. That being said, though, all of the rules that requires you not to drink and drive, not to be inebriated, and we still want people to behave properly.
Personally, I don't think I would change our hours any earlier than 11, but I think that's something each bar owner should be allowed to decide for themselves.
So you wouldn't mind the city perhaps adjusting that law?
No, I think, personally, I think bars should be allowed to be open 24 hours a day.
While we've never had round-the-clock drinking in Toronto, the city has actually allowed pints and cocktails to be poured starting at 9 a.m. It was for the UEFA Soccer Championship back in 2016.
Good business. There's definitely a few people who come in before lunch, who may have been up all night, but who do come in. We have hotels in the neighborhood. There's people whose clocks are on different timetables. So, yes, I wouldn't say it's not our busiest hour, but sure.
Well, I appreciate you chatting, and here's to normal hours, maybe?
Whatever they decide.
Cheers.
Thanks, Richard.
Booze goes on sale at LCBO and beer stores at 9 a.m. starting December 2nd, though it may be a little bit longer before you're having a morning cocktail at your local pub. Cheers. Richard Southern, City News.